The Canadian Press.
It's one thing, it's cool when you do art and when you speak to people and you tell them like issues are going on, political issues or dealing with sports and stuff, people kind of take in or again through TV and stuff. But when you put a painting up and you tell a story and then the person is inspired by the piece and you tell them what inspired me and who the particular athletes are, and they say, I didn't know that, Mark. Wow, they're just blown away by it. I'm moved by it because I think I'm doing my job and almost educating people and telling a story. Because that's the whole thing about being an illustrator. You want to convey a story. So I just have to pick and choose who I think would be a suitable athlete to represent my collection and keep going on with that, because there's probably my favorites of what I can go in the 90s and do something with Jordan, but I still want, before Jordan, there had to be some other athletes of this Jordan-like, like the Earl of Pearl or Dr. J. So I want to bring those stories into the light and tell their stories to build up to who is Magic Johnson, who is Dr. J. I look at photography now, it's cool, but the imagery that they have now with the photography in the early 40s, with the sports gallery has, it tells a story. And just these photographers capturing the moment at that time. And like I keep telling people, movement, it doesn't stand still. Everything is constant movement. But what these photographers captured at that time, that's frozen. But I want to create something that added more a little flair to it, that is not standing still. It has some kind of movement. And that's what I want to create with my painting. I want to create that little brushstroke that actually has that texture to it. It's cool that kids, you're playing the sport and everything else and you're having fun with it, but then you have to understand the history behind it and why it's here and what people have to go through. And some, like I said, some of the kids now, they get things a little more easily than that. You can get scholarships now than when these days that you couldn't get recognized. And then you want to understand your future, you have to understand the past.